Hey guys, what's up? This is Erin from Erin's Beauty Minute, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a natural look today, but I won't be doing a tutorial for you. What I'm going to be doing is giving you a little story time video of a buyer beware. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Alrighty, so we can get on to the story time that you really need to be aware of. When you're going into a makeup store, especially one that's in the mall, you really need to go in there with a grain of salt, and here's why. So basically, there was a new store, and I think they were called Angie's or something like that. I don't know. I don't recall at the moment. I went in there, and at first I was like, oh, they have all this stuff that I've been wanting to look for, and oh my gosh, I found like the greatest place to go get it. And then I started taking closer looks at things. Basically, it was knockoff central, okay? And I don't mean good knockoff, I mean like yikes knockoff, right? So, I mean, it was just bad, and it went from bad to worse. And, you know, I don't know, sorry, I'm putting primer on. You know, I can't say that I know the home situation of the woman that was working there, but they had like a tester vanity in there, and you know, like the different like disposable applicators and things like that that you would have for them to like sample the product. Well, she was doing her makeup there. They just opened in the morning, and she's sitting there and she's doing her makeup, but she's not changing the applicators, and she's like triple dipping into these different things that's sitting there, and I'm just like, oh no. Like, that is a no-no. We don't, you know, and I'm not saying she had diseases or nothing, but I am gonna say, you have to be aware of that, and you do have to basically kinda really think about that. It's part of the reason why I don't use testers. I don't care if I have a clean disposable applicator. Doesn't mean a dang thing to me. Because again, we don't know what another person has. We don't know if they've ever had pink eye. We don't know these things. Therefore, we're blindly putting these things on our faces, and we don't know what's going on, you know? So, that was really bad, first off. And then, yeah, everything in there was a knockoff. And honestly, you could tell that the Morphes were fake, because, I mean, the bristles didn't feel right. Like, I don't have a Morphe brush, but I at least know what a brand new, unused brush feels like. That would have been like sandpaper on your skin. Actually, I think someone would have preferred to have sandpaper than that on their skin. But, yeah. So, I was like, okay. I don't know. Now, I have not researched if the brushes individually cost $10 or not. They did cost, or at least what looks like a knockoff, did cost $10 at this store. And you know, me not knowing what an actual Morphe brush looked like at the time, I almost thought about buying it, even though it was a little rough bristle wise, and I was like, okay. So I did not touch that because I have very sensitive skin. Sensitive skin does not like sandpaper. But anyway, I went through these different palettes, and I mean, I've never tried the Subculture. I haven't. I've only seen it on, you know, different YouTube videos and stuff like that. Honey, all I had to do was and a ton of it came off of my hand, and it was a big dent. And then as you're trying to knock it off, like, it would not come off my finger at all. And even though I was tapping back onto it, once I was able to tap on it enough, it all went everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Not a good day to wear black. Not a good day. So, I mean, it was just ridiculous going in there and seeing all these different things. And I can tell that I'm taking off the one dude that's there, because he's like, would you like me to pull something down for you? Like, what are you looking for? And I'm just like, I'm just browsing at the moment. I don't know the store and all of that. And he's just like, you can tell he's getting angry with me. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna be, you know, if I'm gonna spend my money, gonna spend it wisely. So, anyway, that happened, and I tried testing out their highlighters that they had. Honey, I was washing that glitter off for a week, and it was just from a swatch. Like, I had taken a shower several times since having swatched this thing, and it was still everywhere. And I'm just like, okay, Fallout Central, not good. You know, I know things have fallout, believe me, I do. But that was bad. And the glitter was sharp. I'm glad I didn't put it on my face, because that would have hurt like a you-know-what. And I just didn't want to do it. So I made the mistake. Well, it was their mistake by doing it, but I kind of, when I was looking in the corner of just what the different palettes look like that all looked like they were in Morphe packaging, it says in very clear, almost grease or something, wax, whatever, it says, oh, Anastasia, or it says something else or whatever on it. That to me went, what the heck? So I actually went and pulled the lid down, and it says like BB Beauty or something on it, and I'm like, say what now? And it just got worse from there. I mean, I looked up at a lot of their lip products, and I kid you not, all the designs were completely the same as like Kat Von D or other high-end lip products. Shoot, even Kylie was in there. And I mean, I don't know if it is now, but they just slapped a different name on it and said, oh no, this is, you know, this is something that we released not too long ago. And I'm like, girl, there's no way that you went in there and that's your line. And they even tried to sell me a very, I mean, for the most part, it was probably correct, but there were ones that were sitting there that looked like the Naked 3 Roses palette. I mean, the packaging looks exactly the same. It's set up exactly the same. They just have one shadow that's different, and it's like a random orange that doesn't even go there. And that's how they're able to claim that, oh, it's just like it. No. I've seen that thing up close and personal. No, it is not. So I just like, I sat there and I was just amazed at, you know, it was just like, really? Like, really now? Are you serious? Like, it drove me crazy. Because I went in there with such a positive, you know, mood and came out going, man, I wasted 20 minutes in here. And I'm a person that does not like to be deceived in any way, shape, or form. I don't believe that there's anybody out there who likes being deceived. But I can tell you something, that was deception. And I was not a happy camper, okay? Like, I wanted to basically say to them straight to their face, like, hey, look, you're kind of lying to people. And, you know, do I know if those things were made intentionally fake? I don't know. All I do know is that the shadows were not good. Like, just the textures and everything was not good. And, I mean, everything was just really, really bad. And, you know, I'm saying buyer beware because literally you need to beware and be aware of stuff when that happens. Because it's just, if you don't know better of what things look like, you're gonna get screwed every time. And that's a really sad thing to have to say that, but it's also true. You know, I went in there with very high high hopes. And I mean, the male was just an absolute jerk. You know, it was not what I would call an ideal experience. And if anybody else has gone through an experience like that, I get you, I get it, and, you know, hopefully people will learn not to do that, because that's just messed up. Like, you don't just lie to people to get a product sold. It's just not okay. I mean, lying is not okay at all, but to do that, and then, you know, I let them know, yeah, I have a beauty channel here on YouTube, and they offered to, you know, they apparently run a makeup academy where you can learn to do makeup. So they gave me their business card, and I thought, oh, you know, that was really nice of them. But that was right before I started, like, really looking in some stuff, and I was just like, what is going on? You know, it was not okay to me about what was going on, and, you know, I'm sure it would not have been okay with anybody else had they known that was going on. And if they did know, shame on them. You know, yeah, again, I'm not a girl that takes deception well, and I don't think I know anyone that does. Just, it was dumb, and it was stupid, and I hope that they have learned not to do that again. But the likelihood of that is probably slim. So, I don't know. But just having that experience, it makes me very, very cautious about where I go, what I'm, you know, what I'm using, that kind of a thing. And I really do double check a lot of the time now, just like, okay, you know, hopefully this will work. And, like, if it doesn't work, well, okay, you know. But, sorry, I've been talking so much that I went out of order on what I usually do. Okay. Because you usually see me do my face first and then do foundation, but So we went a little different. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, be aware of where you're going and getting your makeup. And also make sure that you're being charged a fair price, not just a price, you know? Because that can also cause a lot of problems. Like, I am not joking. Like, I seriously hated that I walked out of there feeling so duped. And, you know, just like I said, I felt lied to as well. And, you know, you can't, they were in my mall. And I don't know if it was like an independent store or if it was a chain or what it is, but regardless, things shouldn't have been the way that they were. Like, it was just very, very shady. But everything is what it is, and I don't appreciate when that kind of stuff happens. I just don't. And I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. So if I find something out like that, yeah, I'm gonna let you know, because, you know, I would want someone to let me know, right? You know, so it's being fair to everybody, not just to a certain few. But yeah, needless to say, I will never go back to that store. And, you know, I am pretty careful about telling people if I have a beauty channel or not. Partially because they kind of laugh at me. Because they're just like, you're not good at makeup, what? No, you know. And I'm just like, well, I've got 6 people who think otherwise. So, and to you 6, you're amazing. To the people that added me on their Snapchat, you're amazing too. Yeah, just don't worry about certain things. Alright, just hold on one second. Okay, so I did have to stop it and then continue forward because my camera will only do 18 minutes, and apparently I've been talking for that long. So, yeah, no, just things that just I'm learning as I go through the process is, I mean, there's a lot. By the way, if you guys want to know what products I am using, I will leave a full list in the description box. So just let me know if you want one of those, and I will gladly do that. There we go. Concealer. Oh goodness. Which is far lighter than my foundation. Go figure. Oh well, things happen. So, but yeah, be aware of who you're buying makeup from. And make sure that it is legitimate. You know, you don't want to do, you just don't want to get duped, guys. Because, I mean, it's not okay to do that to anyone. You know, especially when they're just trying to find something. But, you know, I have started to not tell people that I have a beauty channel because, you know, like I just said, they actually laugh at me because they're just like, you don't know how to do makeup. And maybe I don't know how to do it the way that other people do it. I have my own way of doing things, and that is okay. Everybody is allowed to do things in their own way. And if people don't like it, well, they don't have to watch the video. You know, or they don't have to do, you know, anything that they don't want to do. And it's just, like, that's the one thing I don't get is, like, hate comments and stuff. I'm like, obviously, you know, and you guys don't see them. You know, I make sure that they're not on there. And I get comments even, like, in person from people that I know. They're just like, girl, I don't know. And I'm just like, I do. I know that's none of your business. Like, I know. You know? So it's just, it's aggravating. But yeah, be aware of where you're going. That's for your makeup, for anything. You know, because it's a scary world out there. And people will be wanting to get, you know, very dishonest. And I think that's messed up too. Like, you should not be dishonest with people. Especially when they're going to buy your product. And that store had a no return. Just thought I'd throw that out there too. Like, I was not happy. I was like, I'm glad I didn't make the mistake of buying things in there. And honestly, again, I don't know what the chick's home situation is like. But girl, you do not do that. You do not sit there and like triple dip into what's supposed to be for the client. You know? So, I don't know, what do I know? But just be careful. And I mean, I've learned my lesson. And when I go to like different drugstores and stuff like that and see that things have been opened, which happened with one of my lipsticks. It's a lipstick I really like, and I realized, I was like, like, really? I bought a swatched one? Because y'all need to put stickers. Target, this is straight to you. And Walmart, put security stickers on your dang makeup products. May cost a little more, but gosh dang it, you're going to have a happier clientele. You know, they'll come back. Because they'll know that your stuff is not messed with. I mean, people will ask me, like, why do you do things online when you can do something else? Because of that. Because of that. You know? Like, and there's some talented little swatchers out there who can make it look exactly as if they were never there. And I'm like, I saw you. I saw you. You know, it's just, it's something that aggravates me a lot. And I don't like it. So yeah, do be aware. You know, I went on Morphe's website when I was looking at all those different things. And yeah, those things I saw were not Morphe. They were not Morphe. So what can you do? I don't, you know, it is what it is, but it shouldn't have been that way. And again, I'm glad that I did not make the mistake of doing that. Now I'm going to do my lips real fast. Hold on. There we go. those of you who just saw me putting on a liquid Catsuit MegaLast lipstick from Wet n Wild, yes. I know I was really harsh on them before, based on the pink really hard one, how you had to do a lot of layers, and this one you don't have to, and this one's called Rebel Rose. So, definitely a good one, and they dry on really nicely and fast. So I'm going to zoom you out just really quickly here. There we go. So I'll go ahead and spray my face later. But yeah, basically, if you're looking for makeup, right? You're looking for a deal, a good bargain. You know, I would recommend going through the coupons that come in your newspaper if you get a newspaper. You know, if you're going to Target, for instance, Cartwheel is great for that. You know, just save them into your file and you can use them when you find them, and it's really good. And it certainly helps the budget. So definitely go that route, you know, and I'm not saying to not support like people who are just starting out or anything like that. What I am saying though is that, you know, not everyone's there with innocent intentions. Okay? So do make sure that you're not getting duped. Okay? And by dupe, I don't mean like a comparable version to something that's high-end. That's not what I mean. What I mean is these are bad quality things that you have no clue what's actually in them. I don't know if you guys watch Pop Looks. It's a guy, Nady. He reviews this crap for a living on YouTube, and he will be brutally honest about it. And he's very sweet though. So just definitely be aware of that. I would say before you go and buy something, go check out his channel, see if he's reviewed it yet or not. And if he has, please take a look at that video, because you're probably going to be seeing it in a very different light than you do right now. But those are the warnings that I give you, tidbits of my own potential mistakes. You know, I hope I was able to kind of sway you away, or at least show you little different ways that you can tell that what you got just wasn't that good. Alright guys, so if you liked this video or other ones that you've seen me do in the past, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the subscribe button, feel free to tap on that little bell, because it'll give you a notification every time I post a new video right when I post it. So if you guys have any comments, questions, requests, for instance, go ahead and leave them in the comments section. I will review them and see what I can do. I'm just going to be honest with all the people that might be rude on this. Go watch someone else's video, because I don't need it. I don't need to hear it or read it or look at it. I don't care. So for those of you who are sticking around and enjoying what you're seeing, then thanks for being around. Alright guys, thank you for being a part of the Beauty Minute family. If you are new, welcome, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye-bye.